So this was just one of the worst games I've had in a while. Every single player on this team was gapped. I mean, mentally, physically, micro, macro, mechanics. Like it was just all bad. The decisions just all bad. Um, just to go through it quickly, right? This Udyr 2-7. He has a 50% win rate on Udyr, but um, like the last time he's ever done well, 2-8, 3-17, a normal game. Like this guy doesn't play Udyr enough. I mean, he plays a lot of Mordekaiser, 66 games Mordekaiser, so you would think he knows how to, play against someone he's familiar with, but no, that didn't happen in this game. Oops. Um, he was just AFK. He's obviously chat restricted. I mean, he didn't type out anything in chat. He was just ping spamming everything. Especially came down to ping spamming me, and we'll get to this where Mordekaiser comes down and ganks me with a single Mia ping. I don't see it, obviously. And then Cassiopeia goes up and ganks him, and I can't remember if I gave him enough awareness, but I mean it was like I remember thinking in my head like, hey, like there's a top gank, like Cassiopeia is missing, and he gets away, like nothing bad happens to him, I don't think, but he still ends up spam pinging me for the rest of the game. There's also an instant where he's so frustrated and behind that he tries to take blue buff, which is obviously griefing, so I go and take it from him because it's better suited on me because I'm more ahead. This Amumu, Des Beans, just totally AFK, totally inept in the jungle, just no sense. But, like, he's a jungle mate. Like, he was on a winning streak with Amumu. But if you look at there, this is the game. 0 Barons, 0 Drakes. We got 1 tower versus 4 Drakes for them and 1 Baron. If you look at his other game here, 2-3. He obviously is getting objectives, but he got carried by the Aurelia, who set everything up for him. This one again, he got more Drakes. Game was a little bit more contested, but there's top lane carrying his ass again. This one he did pretty well. I mean, he was very involved with this game. Good for him. He still lost on Drakes. Like, it just seems like he just plays so passive unless his team, like this one, like 8-5, no Drakes. 6-10, 1 Drake. No Drakes. No Drakes. It's a theme. Like, it's a common theme with this player. And they're level 409. Look at this. Plat gold, plat gold. I don't understand. Uh, the Railing Soul here, Aaron She too. It has to be a new. No, it's not a new player. What is this? This is an alternate account. Who reached plat 4, plat 3? Oh, there we go. 11% win rate on Railing Soul. Like, that's griefing. That's bannable. He picked an 80 carry. Right here. Support Aurelian Soul. Support Aurelian Soul. Support Aurelian Soul. Support Aurelian Soul. That was Aram. But, like, you should get the picture at this point. Obvious Aram's. Let's filter this out. Oh, look at that. Another losing streak. And then finally, this Milio here, Warlover 99. Just total gaslighter. And we'll see that here. So obviously support main. He's doing fairly well in Milio, but I mean, to be fair, the Aurelian still kind of didn't set him up for success, but I mean, you just adapt to the game. But the common theme here is both, like all 4 of these players, they flamed me at one point in the game for quote unquote feeding mid lane. We can just watch this. Here's the chat from the last game. Here's me asking, how do I mid lane after you two feed bot? I meant mid. Talking to Warlover 99. I said you guys walk into Cassio level 7. The Milio says, not me. I'm like, you guys were level 4? I don't know what you mean. He's obviously gaslighting here. I said, yes, you did. when, and then you ask for, you know, a timestamp here. Show me time, link it. It's obviously gaslighting. And it's so annoying because, like, you just wasted 26 minutes of our lives. And the way you're recouping it is by, you know, gaslighting me to. It doesn't make sense. So here. Cassiopeia. Okay, here. Here I die fair and square. I'm not gonna lie. I played this one badly. She locked me down in, She locked me down in the flash stun me. Locked me down. Good play by her. Well, here comes Aurelion Soul. I mean, this almost worked. But, I mean, you're 2 levels down. Here comes Milio. Autoing the minions. Tell me, Riot, how is that not intentional feeding? And it's 6 minutes in the game, and look, we already are down a dragon. So, let's go... Yeah, here. Here it is. Oh, sorry. Before we do that, I immediately get back to lane. We'll watch this full thing. Bard's roaming. Bard did a great job for his team. He was also gaslighting me back. You know, there I am trying to recover the lane. We don't know Bard's there. Like, we have no vision on Bard. We got 1 Mia ping. About 5 seconds ago. Here I am trying to shove my lane. And I die here. So far it's 7 minutes 30, and I've had Warwick in my lane, Cassiopeia in my lane, obviously. I've had Mordekaiser in my lane, and Bard in my lane. How many of my friends or my teammates did I have? I had 2 come after I was dead and just walk into Cassiopeia. So here, look at this setup. So right here, the map is quiet. Warwick hasn't been seen for a while. Amumu's farming Rant. We have no vision on Herald. And obviously this Warwick's going for objectives because he got the first drag before 6 minutes. So what does Amumu do? Full health? I don't know how much money he has. Oh, did he just buy boots? He bought boots and a giant's belt. So he had 1100 gold. Right? I don't know how much that is. 1200 gold? So here I am, gonna go check Herald. Because I know, Warwick's probably on it. Sure enough, Warwick is on it. I guess who moves first? The enemy Mordekaiser. Which is good for him. So here I'm trying to stall this out as best I can. Hooter just walks straight into it. I'm ulted at this point. This movement comes up at the end. Oh, and Milio shows up for the first time ever. Like, it was just plays like that constantly by this Amumu that I'm calling them out for, because, I mean, here comes the next Drake, right? Amumu's here. I mean, to be fair to him, though, like, bot is 1 and 4. I'm 1 and 3 because I'm trying to make plays around the map. Because I'm the only one that's being, you know, that has awareness. And funny enough, this movement questions my map awareness. So here I'm getting shoved in by the Herald. And guess where Warwick is? Doing Drake. Well, why don't we have vision on it? Like, that was so obvious. It's so obvious. It's the first time a movement comes in ganks mid. Does a great job at 1140. But I mean, he's just absent. Now this one too, we didn't have vision on the Warwick, we just saw the Bard. And again, Bard makes a really good play here. I probably went in just a second too early there. But I mean, it's Warwick, he's strong. Can we just go to the next Drake here? I mean, I don't know what they're doing. Let's just back it up a little bit. Oh, he's doing Krugs again. We got eyes on it this time. But and then here's the point. Udyr's up top. Mordekaiser's here at drag now. Look at this gap here. 66 farm to 120. That's double the farm. Right, how am I supposed to even remain competitive with this? Bot is 2 and 5. Like, I'm holding mid as best as I can, especially after that int earlier in the game. Aurelion Soul just threw his ult there. How late was that ult, too? It was so late. I mean, she flashed it, but... So we have no pride. Like, we're outnumbered. Udyr gets the turret. And at this point, I was thinking, like, you know, I don't even know why we're going in here. Again, Cass makes... I got stunned there. Like, it was just their team fight was just so much better than ours. I mean, like, I was already calling out for this, for their crap, you know, before this. So I mean, both the Amumu, this gaslighting, and griefing, and AFK, the Milio, I just demonstrated to you how he was gaslighting. This Aurelion Soul for troll picking, it's like, come on. All 4 of these accounts just they need to go. I'm sick of it. Look at this record. I hit gold 1 last night. Actually, what's funny, I hit gold 1 right here. Or no, sorry, I hit gold 1 right here. Instantly. 2 bad matches. This one the Diana couldn't hang. This one was another one, just the entire team got fully gapped. It was the same thing as today. There was no hope for either of those, but at least this one, the team was, you know, amicable about it. They realized, you know, hey, there's no hope here. We're just gonna surrender at 16 minutes, which is fine. Like, that's cool. That's how it should be. Um, so I immediately play 2 more matches. I get back to gold 1, and then immediately a 4-game loss streak. And all these teams today have just been absolute garbage. I mean, look at this bot lane. This one, the Senna was just roaming AFK. Didn't type anything in chat. Was just sitting mid, sitting top, sitting jungle. Just they were actually CSing in lane, and they took all the kills from me. As you can see, 12 assists. There was literally nothing I could do because Senna took all the gold. And then the best thing about it was she would die to like a single Alawi tentacle, and you know she was dead. This one here, I mean, bot did well, but this team just didn't mesh well. The Hecarim forced the level 3 gank that I didn't ask for, and it put Annie ahead, and it was honestly like probably one of the most difficult matches I've ever had in terms of laning phase with Kiana in a really, really long time. Um, and then Annie just kept getting fed, and there was nothing we could do about it. I mean, the top lane too, she absolutely fumbled the bag as well. But then here, this game, like my bot lane, 2 and 9. Absolutely no hope. This game, again, my bot lane, 4 and 12. This game here, the bot lane did great, finally. Our jungle didn't really do great. We got the Drakes though. Camille ended up turning on, but this one was definitely like a really hard loss in the beginning. Like the teams just dig themselves in these massive holes and then they can't get out of it. That's every single game. And then this last game again, just bot lane shitting the bed. Like it's very hard to get to mid to late game and win as Kiana when your team is just feeding and making stupid plays and being AFK, and then they turn around and they grief you for it. It's like, what game? What game were we playing? Like, learn from your mistakes. Admit that you played bad, and surrender at 15 or even 20. Like, there's no shame in that. Oh, did we even take a look at the gold for this match? Look at this. There was like absolutely right here at 20 minutes. Right? Yeah, 20 minutes. 10k gold deficit turned into a 14k deficit. And we still played the game for 4 more minutes. Like, this is what bugs me the most about people. And I mean, the opposite is true too. Like, when I'm absolutely fed and the rest of the team is doing crappy, um, they FF too early. I think that's what happened in this last game too. This one. This game was winnable because I beat the crap out of this Pantheon. And we had a chance. I mean, obviously playing against Malphite as Kiana wasn't great, but like we had a chance. I have no idea when the Mordekaiser took over. Actually, we didn't have a chance. Level 18, level 17. Is it this one? Ah, yeah, it was this one. Sorry, my bad. It was this one. So, just to go back to this last match though, uh, Roof on Fire, Des Beans, Aaron She2, and Warlover 99. Warlover definitely needs to go. He needs to be permabanned. That flaming and gaslighting like that, there's no excuse for it. Same thing with this Amumu. Blaming me that my mid is fed when obviously it wasn't even my fault. Needs to go. These people aren't even playing the game. They're just on autopilot. And then Udyr, I would ban him too. I'd put him on. I'd give him the least punishment because even though he was doing so miserably bad and grieving and he's chat restricted, like, I don't know. No, I would perma ban everybody here. These four people. We don't need these people in the community at all. I'm ruining ranked.